So SunSport Velo is a collaboration between SunSport Coach and Velo Espresso. We're based in Manchester. The team is an extension of the services that we have on offer in here. So it's also put together to provide an opportunity for women who aren't in a team already to have the opportunity to race in a fully supported team in the high level within British cycling. The team we've brought together at the moment is a really good group of strong riders. So for me, it's exciting to see to get them all together. And the challenge we've got is basically to take a group of already really good riders and make them into a really highly motivated, effective team.
I came from triathlon. I did that at quite a high level for approximately 9 years now. And then I came out of the sport due to injury, and my boyfriend cycles and he goaded me into doing a road race, and it just went from there.
I'd seen the team at races and they seem to have a very professional setup, and they're very well organised, and just seem to have a very good support crew as well. So I think just that professional setup really attracted me to the team. Being a part of a team that provides so much support and takes you to races, helps you out there, and also being on a team with really enthusiastic girls. And I think we have a very good group of riders, because we all have different strengths. There's people that are good at crits, other people are good at time trialing, and others are good up the hills. And I think it's a great mix of girls on the team.
Last season we competed in the Tour Series, which was a televised series, midweek criterium series, Town Centre. So we're hoping to get an invite to that again next season. It was really good exposure for us and great experience for the team, racing against pro riders, pro teams, and as a build up to the men's elite race after it. And then in the last sort of 2-3 years, women's cycling's grown, so where the girls used to race in the men's race, they've now got their own dedicated calendar. So there's a series of elite races throughout the whole of the UK, and we're going to go there with the team, and we're going to ride and race it as a team at those. And then the girls will obviously ride smaller local events on their own or maybe in small groups.
I had a few decent results and some crits, and generally just kind of top 10s throughout the season. I noticed them racing at a few of the events in the north, like Ilkley and also Manchester 2-Day, and obviously they'd had some really good results, so I thought they were doing something alright. Doing some big races, like most of the stuff I did this year was pretty local and quite low-key, so it should be really exciting to go to the Tour Series. Evidently it's a strong group of riders, so hopefully they can just get some good exposure for the name.
We've kind of exploded onto the scene last year. We've already appeared in 7 or 8 TV, midweek televised TV races. Last season one of our riders came third in a really high profile race, and the highlights were on Eurosport. So we're already getting a huge amount of exposure. So really, in terms of sponsorship, they would obviously get some great exposure, and we're also supporting women's racing, putting a little bit back in.
Women's cycling is one of the fastest growing sports in the UK at the minute, and there's so much excitement and attention around it at the minute. I mean, it helps with Lizzie obviously. But we've got the women's tour, and like Tour de Yorkshire last year was amazing. So yeah, it's up there as one of the biggest women's sports now, I think.
I think that women's cycling, it's definitely a growing sport, and I've seen that over the past few years since I got into racing, that it's just skyrocketed in popularity, and more women are getting into cycling. And I think because it is such a growing sport, it is very attractive for people to invest in it, because I think ultimately they will get a lot out of it.
Brother Cycling is an initiative that we launched, which really goes straight to the very heart of the buyers that Brother looked to attract, who specify the products that we supply. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out that with cycling's success now, we're seeing so many senior executives spending their weekends on bikes. And of course, we realised already from a lot of the research that we've done that somebody has nearly 3 times the propensity to buy goods or services from a company that actually invests in something that they have a passion for in their personal life. And as a cyclist myself, I have met so many senior executives on the road as you just roll up to somebody, have a conversation and they say, I'm the CFO of, or I'm the CEO of. So for us, Brother Cycling is just simply our way of creating credibility in that marketplace, that we want to talk to people in senior roles whilst they're actually out perhaps doing something they socially enjoy too. We decided to partner with SunSport Velo women's race team primarily for 3 reasons. The first one would be that, of course, for us, they're a Greater Manchester-based business, which I think is always a good thing for a business of our size to be certainly backing a team within the reach of us as a business. So we think that's probably good corporate citizenship to do that. But that's only one element of it. The second thing is I believe they're a very ambitious team. And we as a business, we like ambitious people, and we like ambition as a concept. And when I met the people behind the race team, I could see that fire in their belly and that brightness in their eyes, that they really, really want to do big things in 2017, and we wanted to be a part of that. And thirdly and finally, women's racing is on the up. There's never been a better time, in my view, to be on the curve than right now. We've seen in 2016 women's cycling explode and become far more popular, and I think in 2017 exists an incredible opportunity for any business of any size or type to get into the sport and probably get an amazing return, far better than perhaps than at any particular point you could get into a sport. Now is the time.